Oh, hey guys! Jackie here. Okay, we all know that I knew I was filming. I mean, there's nobody else here but me. Okay, that was just me being, stupid. So, yes, hello. Jackie here. Today I want to talk about beginner makeup. Like makeup that, in my opinion, would be good for people who are starting off in makeup. Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about today. If you enjoy beauty-related content, then please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Next to that is a little bell. Ring the bell and you will become part of the hashtag Notification Nation, and YouTube will alert you as soon as my videos go up. Okay. I am in a mood today. I don't know what mood. I'm feeling a little silly. I'm feeling silly. Okay, so I want to talk about, if maybe you have a young teenager getting into makeup, or a preteen getting into makeup. I mean, I broke it down into I call them kits per se. Does that make sense? Kits per se. Well, they are kits. I broke them down into kits, what I call kits, and I have notes. I told you I wanted to do. I dropped my notes. I told you I wanted to do a little, digging into things that I thought were, good to. So I did. I wrote it down, and then notepad I just dropped. So I'll be right back. Okay, so wow, Jackie, get it together. All right, so for the first kit, I'll probably pop up some pictures here and there because I don't have some of these products that I'm talking about. I don't have right now. I have had them in the past, but I don't now. I have other makeup because I have just flourished in my makeup collecting, and some of them I just didn't repurchase yet, or okay, so wow. All right, so the first kit, by the way, what I was getting at with the picture situation, the pictures may pop up over my face because I can never remember which side of the screen the pictures pop up on. So, I would move over here and be like, but then the picture would probably pop up right here over my face and I'd be going like this at nothing. So, yeah, be prepared for pictures to pop up over my face. Okay, so for kit 1, it's for the little kid, preteens who are just starting to start playing in makeup. They want to explore makeup and what it does, you know what I mean? And for them, I would suggest have you seen those small Wet n Wild palettes? They have 10-pan palettes, 4-pan. I believe they even have 3-pan palettes. But I used to have this one. I think it was a 4-pan palette. No, it was a 3-pan palette. It was either a 3 or a 4. I'm not real sure. But it was neutral colors, a light lid shade. And it even says on their lid, brow, it was 4. No. I don't know. It was 3 or 4. Lid, brow, crease, and on the back would be a little picture showing you which shadow goes where. You don't have to follow those directions, But those, or the new E.L.F, wow, I am really good with words today. The new E.L.F palettes that they are coming out with the 4 shadows in them, they're $3. that would be perfect. So for like eyeshadow and stuff, something like that would be really good to start off with. Also, like, you know, Believe Beauty has, you know, little, yeah, I have one right here, like these little, they're like $5 if you want. You know, they only have, I think, 4 different palettes, but it is also an option. So, yeah. And then, like, if you want to take it as far as a mascara, you know, usually preteen wouldn't really bother with mascara. They're really just more of like the eyeshadow. Let's put some color on the eyes. And then like a chapstick or a clear gloss, a great clear gloss. Let's see if I can find it. I just used it the other day too. Would be, is it this one? Yes. Believe Beauty has this clear gloss. This is a great gloss. I like this gloss. It is clear. But it's like, it's a thicker consistency. Words. It is a thicker consistency. Yeah. So, but it's not like sticky, but it's thicker. So it stays longer. You know what I'm saying? It stays on longer because it's thicker, but it's not like gloopy thick, you know? It's not sticky. Okay, anyways, so this Believe Beauty, like a clear gloss or something like that. If you wanted to go as far as a mascara for a little pre-teenager, I would suggest like a Wet n Wild brown mascara, just so it's not too like, bam, look at those lashes. Like brown is a softer type of lash. So something like that would be like preteen, you know, beginner kit. Something, a little bit of makeup, not over the top, just to play in. Okay, so for kit 2, I would say young teenage era, young teenagers. And you could still do the E.L.F. and Wet n Wild shadows. Those are still perfect for that age. They don't need too much of a collection, you know. Just give them something with some maybe like different colors in it so they can experiment and play with. And a mascara, I would start off with a brown, but I mean, like, it's personal preference. You're the parent, so it's really, you know, it's your choice what you choose to buy your kids, and that's the way it should be, right? So brown, black, whatever. Like maybe a like tinted lip balm before we get hopping into the full-on lipsticks. A tinted lip balm, like Physicians Formula has this tinted lip balm. It is so soft though that this, oh my, may have actually started to melt. This is the Muru Muru Butter tinted lip. Is it? Mm-hmm. Mauvin to Brazil. It's a tinted lip balm. It has SPF of 15 in it. But it's just a limp, oh Lord, Jackie, you can do this. A lip balm with a hint of color. So when you put it on, it gives a little flush of color, but it's not like red lipstick, you know what I'm saying? And Nivea actually has one out that is I think it's black cherry or something. That is really, I myself have not tried it, but I have seen other gurus try it, and they say it stays and it's moisturizing and it's a very pretty color, just like your lips but better kind of color. So something like that. And then like a blush. I mean, you don't have to go crazy blush, you know, crazy expensive, ooh, you know. I mean, like this LA Colors blush that came in a kit, even one of those kits, like the LA Color kits from like the Dollar General would be good, but I haven't seen them at the Dollar General lately, so I'm not sure if they still have them, but in that kit was this blush. Inexpensive blush. Ugh, it will, you know, get the job done. God dang it. It will get the, sorry. It will get the job done. Add a little pop of color to cheeks. You don't have, I mean, blush doesn't have to be expensive, guys. It's just blush. I mean, all blush basically wears off throughout the day. No matter what brand it is. There are very few that do stick around, but not a whole ton. Okay, so that is my suggestions for a kit number 2 for young teenagers who, you know, are kind of experimenting a little more with makeup, not just playing anymore, you know what I'm saying? Then for your, you know, your typical teenager, there is kit number 3. I sound like I'm selling these kits. I'm not. Obviously. There's no like Jackie Edwards kits for beginners. There should be, but there's not. I wouldn't mind if a brand wanted to come at me. It's not gonna happen. Okay, so kit 3. Let's move on to kit 3. Would be like shadow. See, now you can like you can do whatever the heck you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, do whatever. These are just suggestions. Now, you know, maybe starting off with like the profusion, like palettes, like the neutrals or the sultry. I mean, profusion has a ton, and they're great eyeshadows. So, but they're inexpensive. They're like, I think that was $10. This I got on This I got on sale for $6.98 at, I believe I got it on sale at Target, but that was a while ago. I don't know. It's chances of it still being on sale are slim. But like even this, I mean, $10, you know? These are great shadows, and because they are in the palette, like the bigger palette forms, there's more options, more colors, more to play around with. And when you're a teenager, you're learning to come into your own and express yourself in ways, and so like having colors and neutrals is great for teenagers to have, you know, to really switch it up and express how they're feeling that day. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to encourage them to express themselves, and eyeshadow looks and makeup is a great way for a teenager to express themselves. So I suggest something like the, you know, palettes with colors and stuff. So, and they're not too expensive, but they would really enjoy them. They could change it up. They could wear orange one day, brown the next day, bright pink. Who cares? Let them be. Let them express themselves. They're growing into who they are. They're learning. This just became like a TED Talk. Okay, so so there's with that shadow. And then maybe you know, dabble into like a little bit of eyeliner. I suggest something like if they want to do a liquid liner, like this E.L.F. liner is inexpensive and it's good. It's inexpensive, it's good, it works. Or you could go with, you know, like cheap liners, like Wet n Wild's got cheap liners. The only thing is they're not gonna stay very well, you know. Or even better idea, you can show them how to use eyeshadow as eyeliner. And what you do there is you take a small little, you know, liner brush, and I'll just show you. I got my Milani palette right here because it's what I used today. And you just go into like, you know, a dark brown, say. You dip this in, and you just kind of draw it on. Oh, that was horrible. Oh, you draw it on. I can't. How do I do that? Draw it along the lash line, and you know, smoke it out a little. It is the easiest way to practice doing a liner is using eyeshadow. Okay, so I mean, you could do that, or like I said, there's a Wet n Wild. I think they have other colors in Wet n Wild. There's, I believe, beauty ones like this. I love. They're inexpensive. However, they don't like coming off because they're long lasting, and they're not kidding when they say that they are long lasting. Jackie, breathe. Sometimes I get so talking that I forget to breathe. Okay, so, you know, E.L.F. also has, you know, pencil liners. Hard Candy has pencil liners. Milani, I mean, you can get liners anywhere. Colored liners, black liners. I suggest starting with maybe like a colored liner, like a brown. Something not as harsh, but I mean, these are teenagers. Let them express. So yeah, and then you can get into like the colored lip glosses. Oh Lord, y'all. Colored lip glosses. I don't have a whole lot of those. You know, Wet n Wild's really good with their glosses. This is the High Shine Wet n Wild gloss. It is in Send Nudes, which is perfect for like Send Nudes, or I think Caught You Bare Naked. The names aren't great for teenagers, but the colors are. And like, all right, Jackie, you can do this. It's a gloss with some color. Wow, Jackie, colored lip gloss. Gloss with color. What? Who would have thought? But, you know, just like a nude. Just to add, you know, a little pop of something on the lips. Make them feel a little more put together, maybe. And for, like I said, blush, Wet n Wild, man. Wet n Wild, they have blushes. They know what they're doing. There's so many inexpensive blushes out there, but if you want to get one that's like, you know, in, I don't even know why I would say in, because I guess LA Colors isn't like, okay. Nobody's going to know what blush is on your cheek unless you tell them. I'm just saying, it could be dirt. And unless you told them, yeah, I rubbed dirt in my cheek, they're not going to know. Well, dirt maybe. But they're not going to know what brand it is. So it really doesn't matter the brand of blush. But Wet n Wild does have some very nice blush. Collect yourself. Blushes. Yes. So, I like Wet n Wild. E.L.F. E.L.F. also has very good, like, baked blushes. Maybe more primer infused. I don't know. I haven't tried the baked ones, and based on this baked eyeshadow palette, maybe not the baked, but like the primer infused ones, those are great. So there's inexpensive blushes. You guys are on the other side, watching this video, like, move it along already. Jackie, stop talking about blush. Okay, so point is, there's blush. Give them some blush, and then if before you jump headfirst into a like full cover foundation type situation that you can never turn back from, that's a lie, but I personally would suggest a BB cream, starting off not with foundation but with a BB cream. I'm looking for BB creams. I have them. Okay, here we go. Here's a couple. Alright, so like Believe Beauty has a very nice BB cream. I do like their Skin Finish BB cream. I have lipstick on my teeth. Starting off with a BB cream instead of a foundation teaches them, like, because it's a BB cream, it's so forgiving. So, it'll teach them how to blend it in, and because, I mean, you put foundation on, you put it on your face, you forget to like drag it down your neck, and then all of a sudden you're like face makeup, and then it's like a shade darker than your neck and you look ridiculous. Where BB creams, because they are more of a cream than a foundation, they rub in so well that if you forget to put it on your neck, you're not really going to be able to tell. And it helps, like, teach them, you know, blending it in, how to make it not streaky. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to learn when you beginning with a BB cream. So, and before, like I said, before you jump head first into foundation, BB cream is a good place to start. This is this is the Dream BB Fresh BB cream, and it is also a very good BB cream. But like I said, before jumping, you can't see a damn thing with this light. I don't. Before jumping head first, straight in with foundation, get a BB cream, let them practice, let them try to figure out their shade maybe, because when you first put a BB cream on, you're going to know if it's too dark or too light, but as you blend it blends in and it kind of meshes with your skin color so that you can't really tell if it was a little too dark or a little too light in the beginning, but it will help them figure out what's too light and what's too dark. So there's that, and it will help cover up a little bit of redness, you know, the blemishes here and there, not like full-blown acne or anything. I mean, it'll help cover up the redness from acne, but it's not like full coverage. I am making a mess. Okay, so yeah, there's that, and then that is kit 3. This, like, you guys are like, what kit was that? Which number are we on? I get very enthusiastic and talky. Okay. Let me collect myself here for a second. Okay. And last but not least, I suggest kit 4. Not a thing. Now you can start. Now you can. I hate saying stuff like that. You can do whatever you want. Now, this is the kit with. It's so hard not to be like over suggestive. You know, kit 4 would be like foundation and concealer. Start with like you know what foundation would be really good to start with? Jackie, hello. This Skin Finish foundation. If oily skin, dry skin, this will work for either or. So if you're not real sure what your like skin type is, because I'm thinking this kit is more for like beginners that are adults at this point. They just like they made it through their teenage years, beautiful skin like me, and then they hit adulthood and shit happens. I'm sorry if there's any kids watching, but yeah, so Believe Beauty Skin Finish foundation would be perfect because it is a skin finish. It is not overly dewy, overly matte. It'll work for either or. So then you get into your foundations and your concealers. Concealers start off with like a creamier concealer. I say. Like the Believe Beauty. This is not sponsored. I just do like their stuff. The Believe Beauty concealer is it's a lighter coverage concealer, but it's creamy, so it's easy to blend out. You don't want to start off like immediately if you don't really know exactly what you're doing with a matte, quick drying concealer, because then it dries and then you're trying to blend it out and you can't blend it out and then you're getting frustrated and you lose all hope in makeup. You do. So something creamy that's easy to blend out, that's not like over too much coverage, because you really want to learn just how much coverage you need. It's better to start light and build up to what you need. Sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, I have a dark circle, and it's barely like a regular lightweight concealer would cover it, but you're like, it's a dark circle. I must need E.L.F. full coverage matte concealer, and you don't. You really don't. Because you don't quite know exactly how these products are going to work just yet. So, even if you watch a lot of YouTube, it is still experimenting for yourself is always the best way to learn what is good for you, because some products work for some people and just absolutely do not work for others. So, we got the foundation, we got the concealer, then you can, you're an adult if you want to splurge on some eyeshadows. That's all you. Go ahead, buy your Pat McGrath. No, please don't, though, because really expensive. But yeah, buy yourself some eyeshadow. liner. You know, now you got the liquid liners, you got the felt tip liners. I suggest, and not that you need my suggestions, but like myself, I myself started off with the pencil liner, and then I was like, ooh, I really want to try like liquid liners. So I got the E.L.F. liquid liner, which is like literally the only liquid liner I've ever used. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, I kind of want a pen like felt tip. So then I jumped up to a felt tip. I'm 35. I started playing like really getting into makeup after I was 30. I'm still learning how to use some of this stuff, you know? So like, this is okay. It's good for beginners if you want to go over it 100 times. I mean, you're not going to be like, oh no, you know what I mean? Because it's not going to work that way. But you know, then you get into your felt tip liners, liquid liners, and whatnot. And then you got your mascaras. You start, you know, with the dark black mascaras. Those are always great as an adult. Some adults still wear brown. It really doesn't matter. It's personal preference. Oh my god. Okay, and then like your blush, like I said, bronzers. There's so many different bronzers. Milani is a great bronzer. Actually, I really like, unless you're like uber fair, like my son he's like glow in the dark white. This might work for him actually. But like this sunlight, this is great to start. Jay, you're trying to open it backwards. This is great to start off with because it is so light. It's hard to go overboard. And that is like, you don't want to go overboard. If you're just starting out in makeup, you don't want to go overboard. So it's light, you can build it up, and then, you know, it blends out well. Or even the butter bronzer. They have a lighter one than this, but I feel like it's too light. So this is the shade bronzer. Blends out so well. So even if you do put a little too much of this on, you can blend it and it'll blend down really well to where it doesn't look crazy. So bronzers, and then why am I stuttering? Calm Self. Then you get into the highlights. E.L.F. Not E.L.F. No offense, E.L.F. I mean, I'm sure you have great highlights, but Wet n Wild does, I think personally, the best affordable highlights. So if you're going to dabble into the highlight, I would check out Wet n Wild's highlights. The only Wet n Wild highlight I have right now is this one, and this is the loose highlight. Maybe don't start with a loose highlight. Maybe start with a pressed highlight. This can get messy. And you can go overboard. But yeah, Wet n Wild has great, they're so good at highlights. So yeah, I would check out Wet n Wild highlights for sure. Yeah, I suggest Wet n Wild. So, and then, you know, your lipsticks. Lipsticks are great. You get to figure out your personal preference in lipsticks. Is it the liquid lipsticks, the matte, creamy? Then you got your bullet lipsticks, and even those can be matte or creamy. I mean, it's really personal preference. Pick a color you like and just play. Figure out your taste in all of these things. So, yes, those are my suggestions for beginner kits in makeup. Yeah, those are all my notes. So hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully I remembered to put the pictures in of things that I mentioned and didn't have to show you. Fingers crossed. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video and it was helpful, please hit that thumbs up so I know you enjoy these types of videos, and it helps me out. And yeah, I hope you will tune in for more of my videos. I hope my non-stop talking didn't scare you away. I wouldn't be surprised if it did. But yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you will tune in for future videos. And I also hope that you have, oh my Mr. Rogers, you have a wonderful day.